it's like this year came in and it began to consume. You know, I had a lot going on. I had the summit going on, getting that plan, working with, of, for if you don't know, getting inducted, you know, initiated into AKA, and getting women's ministry, getting my program together for that for this year, and just life. And that's the one thing that we talk about in I Am Selfish, is that we can't allow the chaos and craziness of life to cause us to forget who we are. So, your selfish reminder on tonight is that I want to remind you that you are number one. It's just that simple. You are number one. See, it is easy for us to want to compare ourselves to other people. It is easy for society to want to pit us against other people or other demographics, to make us want to judge ourselves, to characterize ourselves, to see if we measure up, or if we fit, or if we suit, if we fit in, or if we fit the mold, or if we are fitting statistics. There's so much that makes us want to minimize who we are, that wants us to not believe in self, that we should be taking care of other people, that we should be, you know, serving other people, that it's okay to be out here hustling and grinding and going after the bag. All that is well and good, as long as you remember who number one is. Because something, I was thinking about this just now, because I was like, what am I want to come on and remind the ladies. I knew I wanted to remind you that you have to get in your mind, in your mindset, in your head. You have to begin to say this to yourself. You have to begin to write this. You need to see it. You need to spell it, hear it, smell everything. It needs to overtake you, because you need to know that you were created to be number one. You were created to be number one in your life. In your life, you were created to be number one in your life. See, we try to be number one in our spouse's life. We try to be number one in our kids' life. We try to be number one on the job. We try to be number one in ministry. But we do all of that and we forsake self. We weren't created to be number one in all those categories. Our first category is to self. To be number one, to understand that you have to make yourself a priority. When did making yourself a priority minimize anyone else? It doesn't minimize anyone else. It makes you better and more available to be there for other people. You want to do whatever you do in this season, whatever you do in this decade, in this year, you want to do it genuinely from your heart. You want to show up as your authentic self. You want to show up and be present. You want to show up and want to be there. You don't want to be somewhere. You don't want to do something because you feel that it's out of an obligation. Well, I guess I'm going to go over here because I have to. I guess I'm going to show up because I have to. I guess I'll do that because I have to. No. When you do things out of obligation, it's usually because you're not doing it from your heart, because you're empty. You're trying to serve from a place that can't serve you. It can't fill you. So your selfish reminder for today is to remember that you are number one. It is okay for you to see yourself as number one. It is okay for you to place yourself in a number one position. It is okay for you to make yourself a priority in your life. I mean, really, we allow people to guilt us for making ourselves a priority in our own life. Not in their life, in our own life. We allow people to tell us that we should not be a priority for ourselves. How did it sound? How did it sound to you? You can't be a priority for you. You can't be number one for you. Other than God, who can love you more than you love you. No one should. If you're in a place where people love and care for you more than you love and care for yourself, that means you need to do a selfish check. It's time for you to check in with self and start asking yourself, why do I feel this way? What's causing this deficit? What is emotionally draining me? What is mentally draining me? What is physically draining me? What is it? Spiritually, what is depleting me? If I can't even be number one for myself, if I can't love myself more than someone else love me, because if you can't love yourself, how can you truly love someone else? How do you know what love is? And more than anything, how can God trust you? You know God has put a word in you. You know that God has placed a ministry in you, but he can't even trust you to take care of yourself. How he's going to trust you to take care of people you don't even know? Just let that sit right there for a moment. How can he trust you with people you don't even know when he can't trust you with the person you know best? Man, that's a word for somebody. That's a word. So I'm going to let that sit right there. That is your selfish reminder for today. What is it that you're doing, that you're planting, that you're pruning, that's going to allow you to be the very best you for you? These last 7 days, it is truly planting and pruning season, because God has so much ready for us. So we need to get some seeds in the ground, and we need to cut off some dead weight, because it is all about you. It's about you. And it's okay to say that. It's about me. I'm just in a place in my life right now where I'm okay saying that. It's about me. It's about me making sure that I am ready, available for God. I want to make sure that I'm ready to be used by him. I want to make sure that I'm available to be used by him. I want to be willing. But I first have to make sure I feed this person. Make sure that spiritually, emotionally, and mentally she's ready. Because then when I do that, I become so much more beneficial to those people that I don't know. Okay? So ladies, this is your selfish reminder. It's planting and pruning season, and it has to be about you.